Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial for GameMaker Studio. This is not the newest version of GameMaker Studio. This is actually GameMaker Studio 1.4. I like the classic version better. I did the free trial. GameMaker Studio 2 is paid and it's just a little bit more newer. It's better updated, but I find that for starting off, GameMaker Studio 1.4 is free on the GameMaker website. It's a little hard to find, but it is there, and it's great for starting off and learning, and it still does the same thing. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens when you open up GameMaker Studio 1.4, and then how to create a new game and what happens. So in your start menu, when you download it, there will be GameMaker Studio 1.4, and you can click on that, and it'll load for a second, and then a little window pops up, and I'm going to drag it onto the screen here. So I already signed in to my account. As you can see, I have all my licenses and things already set up. So I'm already signed into my account, so I don't have to worry about that. So the next thing I'm going to do, and you just make a free Yo-Yo Games account online. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, since we're starting a new game, I'm going to start a brand new game for these tutorials. I'm going to hit new, and I can decide where I want it. I have a file in my documents. This comes pre-made, and I'm just going to type in YouTube tutorial game. And when I do this, you just click the create button in the bottom. And click OK. And now the game window has opened up, and everything seems to be opening up on my other screen today. So I'm just going to quickly throw it over here and full screen it. Okay, it's already full screen. Okay, so this is what you see when you open up GameMaker. You can run the game, but we don't have a game to run yet. So see, run the game, run game in debug mode, stop web servers, etc. Scripts, resources. So I usually don't worry about this stuff right here. And we're going to just quickly go over what is in this corner here. So let's focus in on that corner real quick. So here we go. We're going to focus in. Ooh, not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're going to focus in on this window that's over here. And this is, I'm just going to quickly explain what each one of these is. Some of them are obvious, some of them aren't. So, sprites. Sprites are your graphics within the game. So any sprite that you have is basically your graphics. So your characters, your objects, anything that you put in the game is a sprite. And this right here, this little Pac-Man looking button, is the Create Sprite button. So if I click on this, it goes through the Create Sprite window. And we will go over that in the next video. The next video I do will be how to create sprites. Okay, so this is background, or sounds next. I don't want this. I want to delete it. Yes, please. Thank you. Alright, so this is sounds, same thing. This is pretty obvious. There should be a create sound button, maybe. Yes, so create a sound, and they're all in order up here. So create a sound, same thing, sound, and you can put in the audio that you want. You can edit it in here, play it, see what it sounds like, but there's no sound in here right now. So, okay, so once again, delete that. Yes, please. Okay, paths. This is something we'll get into later. Paths and scripts have to do with programming your game. Shaders have to do with vanity. They make your game look nice. They give texture to the game. Fonts. Fonts, if you have text in your game, you can upload personal fonts that you find on the internet that you like. The game, does come with some set fonts, but obviously you can upload your own fonts if you want. timelines, so this moves the game along, puts the game within a timeline. Objects. Objects are what you have in your game, so objects in the game, players, etc. Rooms are your rooms, so like the first level is you enter into a dark prison cell because it's an Escape from Alcatraz game for some reason. Then that would be your first room, and so you would just create a room. And the rest of this stuff I really don't worry about. For basic game making, it's not necessary. So this is how to create a game and just a quick run through of what is on here. Then let's just go through the rest of the settings here. Create a new game, open an existing game, save the game. This is create, this has to do with coding. And cleans project, creating objects, creating rooms, changing game settings. This is all creating this stuff, and it's all in order. So sprites, this one's sounds, this one's backgrounds, this one would be paths, etc. Resources, this is the same as this, but it's all the create buttons. Run all has to do with running a game once you make a game if you want to test it. Window, this has to do with, just organizing your windows. Edit, this is the ability to edit things in the game, create groups and stuff, but once again, I don't really focus on that early in the game. And file, these are all your normal options. Import, save as, export, etc. and the exit button. So that is what I will hit right now, because that is the end of our first GameMaker tutorial. I appreciate you guys watching. I know this is a quick one, and I'll see you all next time.